When you hear the word football, do you think of Aussie rules, rugby league, rugby union? No, of course not. You're not thinking about rugby union. Or football, by which I mean soccer.
Yeah.
Well, if that confused you, just wait, because today it's been officially announced that a new football is coming to Australia and... Oh, we've just spoiled it. Roll tape.
He was an American Football League, flashy and full of zazz.
And now it's the wheelbarrow race.
She was the greatest stadium in the world, home to some of the greatest sporting events in the world. Test cricket, Aussie rules, Taylor Swift.
It's just different here.
So could these unlikely kids ever make it work?
In 2026, we will play our first ever regular season game in Australia, Melbourne, Australia.
The NFL is coming to the G, it's coming to Melbourne, and it's coming to Victoria.
Yes, the MCG and the NFL are officially coming together to make the MNCFGL, I assume? Next year, the LA Rams will ram their way across the Pacific for a game against a yet-to-be-named opposing team. And not an exhibition match either. This one will officially count towards season points.
A festival of football from the AFL finals into the NFL playing a game for points here. It doesn't get any bigger or better.
The game won't just be a one-off. The agreement is a multi-year deal, so we're in it for the whole 9 yards.
I think it's super exciting. It'll bring a lot of tourism to Melbourne.
No, not at all. Don't understand it. Stupid game.
Yeah, I'm a member there, so I'll definitely try and get tickets.
You have to wear a ton of body armour in order to play the game. That doesn't sound like my type of sport.
But can we pull it off? Gridiron is a massive spectacle with brass bands, military flyovers, tailgating and, time permitting, actual football. So can Australia reach that level of showiness?
Bring the mascots, bring the brass brands.
We could get some good international performance, or maybe like a great Aussie band to play.
Barnsey. They're Barnsey on the stadium.
Australians are the best. Just offer them alcohol.
Maybe we could splash out, bring in a legendary American singer to sing at the G. Let's workshop it.
It's one of the great Channel 10 moments.
Absolutely.
In a perfect world, we would talk to someone who knows what it's like to play both in the NFL and at the MCG.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Please welcome Sam Rocket! Just extraordinary. Do we have room for another footy code in our hearts?
Sure we do. Yeah, great sport, you know. People love it. We've got a good backing here. It's grown over the last 10 years and I certainly think there's even more to go.
What's it like playing in the NFL, right? The razzle-dazzle Americans, you know, they're very fancy, it's very showy. How different is it from what we do here in little old Australia?
I think they have the passion for it. As a punter, you know, I don't really see the razzie-dazzy. I'm just there and, you know, kick the ball whenever it's needed.
So when you say punter, that's the position on the field?
Yes, that's
I think people might think you mean just a guy who goes
You're
along.
a punter.
No, I don't go to the TAB or anything.
We're booked the wrong person.
No, but yeah, so I didn't see the razzle-dazzle part of it. That's more for the quarterback and all the other guys.
Yeah, okay.
For the game here next season, can we, just for a day, at the G, tailgating?
Oh, yeah.
Can I
reckon
get
we gotta
Maggot
get
in
it.
a ute?
We got to get it.
Yeah?
It's
the best.
It's, you know, guys get there at 6 o'clock in the morning and they don't leave till 6 p.m. at night and they don't even go in sometimes and watch the game. They'll just sit in the car park and drink booze all day.
Yeah.
And have barbecues.
I forgot the game was
Hours.
on. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a lot of noise in that dome.
I better hush.
Like thousands of them, thousands.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think, though, that we can replicate the spectacle that you've experienced over there in the States at the G?
I hope so, because it was a great. It was great to be a part of, and I reckon that if we can bring it, I mean, certainly, I think we'll sell the crowd out. We'll get a sellout. My only concern is the ground being so far away from. Because being a square oval, you're very far away from it. Whereas when I was there, like the crowd was literally, 2 metres behind you.
Yeah.
Whether we can replicate that feel, I don't know.
I'm interested. So we got vision of you playing. This is in an Anzac Day game, I think.
Wow.
Like this is about as big as a game at the MC, sold out crowd.
Yes.
You've also played in the NFL. How do they compare?
That Anzac Day game, 95, was deafening. I got home from that and my ears were ringing like I'd been in a club all night.
Oh.
And you get that in domes in America because the noise stays inside.
Yeah.
But I think we can replicate it. I mean, people love the sport over here.
Is there anything like an Australian take we could put on NFL? Like, could we make them listen to very confusedly, like listen to Up There Kazali, or like, do you know what I mean? Or like make them sing a weird old-timey ballad if they win?
I reckon we've put in the drop punt. The Americans never had that. Yeah. So
they do.
They just spiral torpedoes all the time. So we've put in drop punts. In college, we're rolling out, we're snapping the ball, we're doing bananas, all that in college. Maybe one day in the NFL.
Yeah.
I like you're trying to take this guy on about the subtleties of the kicking game. Hey, some big personal reviews for you. Your brother Anthony, who people remember, of course, as a Collingwood champion, was diagnosed with cancer and I understand is now in remission.
In remission,
How did you celebrate?
So we had, when I signed at the Eagles, he gave me a bottle of Paul Roger, I think it was, champagne.
Oh, right, gotcha.
That was in 2007, and I had an open. I didn't have a special occasion, and then he told me the news, so I thought we'd crack it open. So it was great. So proud the way he's handled this whole event over the last, 6-8 months. It's, it's a tribute to him. He's certainly a tough guy.
Yeah, indeed. Hey, so great to speak to you. Would you please thank Sav Rocco?